All right, let's do this. Greetings, y'all. Greetings. Welcome to 773 Oracle and Tarot. It's your girl, Chateau Ronnie, here to give the collective, the emotional and spiritual forecast for this fine day of November the 10th in the year of our Lord, 2025. Y'all, I'm going to take my time today. The algorithm doesn't like that, but I want to go slow. I want to go slow. So, if y'all ain't heard, the government is supposed to be reopening. Yep. Government's supposed to be reopening. And what just went down with the U.S. government, it felt like the system cracked wide the fuck open. Centrist Democrats, they snapped and they caved. For 40 days of chaos, for 40 days of uproar, people were panicking and absolutely nothing shifted. Nothing shifted. Nope. There you go, y'all. All right, I pulled my cards. But if we zoom out, that panic, that was more than politics. That was spiritual. That was spiritual. That, yeah. When that outside mirror starts collapsing, that's not just what's happening in Washington. That's a reflection of what lives inside all of us. That 40 days of bullshit, that mess, that fear, that paralysis, yeah, baby. Yeah. That's old energy. That's old energy showing it's over. You cannot build what's next with yesterday's tools. You can't do it. What we witnessed were old structures running on comfort. These people in Washington, they over here thinking that, they ain't got shit to fear. These people in Washington, they are under this illusion of control. Yeah. The shit is falling. And let me say this, y'all. Let me say this. I don't like putting this space. I don't like using this space for the political thing. I just don't. I think we all need a break. We all need a break. And but the thing is though, is that it is something that is happening. It is something that is happening. Again, those old structures, baby, they're wobbling. And the lesson, a major calibration is coming down. Breakdowns expose truth, and they invite realignment. Okay? They invite realignment. Yeah, I know y'all get tired of me talking about it, but it is what it is. So we got Pluto in Aquarius for the next 20 years. Pluto, that planet of rebirth and transformation, of evolution. It's tearing down what's on bullshit. Aquarius rules the collective. Aquarius rules the future. Aquarius rules networks. Aquarius rules change. And together, that power dynamic says that power is shifting. The hierarchies, from hierarchies to the people, from control to community, from secrets to transparency. Transformation starts by demolishing what doesn't hold. The government breakdown, that was Pluto flexing muscle. that fear, that panic, the apparent nothing gained, those were purification triggers. It gives you the question, what are we going to trust when those old walls don't hold? Pluto in Aquarius is like, stop waiting to be saved. Time to become the architects of your future is right now. Build the communities. Speak the truth. Hold real power. Hold real power, but not through those old channels, but build new ones. Now, yesterday we entered Mercury retrograde. Mercury rules communication. Mercury rules information. How ideas travel. When Mercury goes retrograde, everything slows. Miscommunications rise, and we're forced into a state of review. Did she just say what I thought she said? Did I say what I meant to say? That's where we're at right now with this Mercury retrograde. Again, Mercury went into retrograde last night. And so through November the 9th through the 18th, Mercury is going to be in Sagittarius. And then from the 18th through the 29th, Mercury is going to be in Scorpio. So let me break that down. In Sagittarius is the big mouth. The truth we avoid. The restlessness. The bold ideas being tested. And then you have Scorpio. Deep shadows, secrets, power struggles. What's hidden is getting exposed. So yes, Mercury retrograde absolutely played into this collapse scene. It forced voices to be heard, messages to be cleared, old communication styles to being revealed. Pair that with the Pluto shift, we're being asked to speak from authenticity, not from bullshit. We're being asked to build from truth and not illusions. Now let me say this. Now this is where the win of Zohran Mamdani matters. Dude's victory signals a shift in real time. Change coming through non-traditional power, through grassroots energy, through new leadership. I'm not saying that this man is the end all and be all. That's not what I'm saying. But what I'm saying is that against all the odds, the dude was speaking truth to power. Against all the odds, the dude's message was clear. And the majority of the people in New York said it resonates with me, and that's why you got my vote. They're going to be mistakes. They're going to be mistakes. Nothing is perfect. But the point that I'm trying to say is that his win shows the collective is craving something different. In the context of Pluto in Aquarius and the Mercury retrograde, his electoral win is a blueprint. Old power is losing grip. New power is emerging through voices, through communities, through networks. It fits the bigger story. The bigger story, breakdown is making space for breakthrough. Let me say that again. A breakdown is making space for breakthrough. Let me throw some tarot up in here, okay? The Death card. Not the literal death, but transformation. This card right now in this moment is representing the breakdown and the purge. However, we followed by the star. She is significant for hope and guidance and a new vision. Wait a minute. The card for communication. The Magician, but reversed. For the Mercury, for what we're feeling right now with the Mercury retrograde. And then, same card, but upright for alignment. I want you all to build that story. I want you all to build this story in your inner world so you can ride what's going down. What's not working cannot hold. So we're seeing transformation. And while you are seeing that destruction, hold on to hope for the Build Back Better. You're going to go through a period of miscommunication. And when you guys sort it out, when you guys, sit down and learn each other, when you all sit down and see where the miscommunication came through, then right there, you are going to have fresh alignment. Like I said, y'all, I wanted to take my time with this. So, you all saw my shuffle, y'all saw my pull. For the spiritual breakdown, we're using, we're using the Soul's Truth. This deck right here, gives me comfort. And right now, I feel a lot of people are feeling the same way I do. So that's why, that's why I pulled it. So here it is. For the collective. Here we go. There's no numerological aspect to break down. But the question, you know what, y'all? And God damn it, this fits perfectly with today's forecast. The question here is, am I focused on what I'm losing or gaining? I can't make that shit up. Y'all saw my shuffle. Y'all saw my pull. We're talking about a perspective shift right here. This card is telling us, it reminds us that where our focus goes, our energy follows. So if that be the case, then collective, are you counting what's missing, or are you recognizing what's growing? There's always going to be there's always going to be this tug of war between loss and progress. When fear of what's gone overshadows the gratitude of what's coming. You can't move forward holding on what's already gone. Energy expands where attention lands. Did you hear what I said? Energy expands where attention lands. What we're talking about right now with this card is we need a renewal of a mind, a mental reset, letting go of this scarcity thinking and stepping into abundance awareness. Let me say that again, into abundance awareness. When I tie it in with what's going on, for so long, the system was taking care of so few, and there were even, how do I want to say it? The system that was supposed to take care of so many only benefited so few people. The system's breaking down. It's a human thing. We like to cling on to what hurts. But healing happens when we stay in what we see is working. Yeah. So universal mind is saying your blessings didn't disappear. They're just showing up in a new form. So you got to shift your focus. You got to shift the way you look at things. We're going to affirm. This one came from universal mind. I choose to see gain in every ending. I choose to see gain in every ending. I'm going to end by this, y'all. I'm going to end by this. Today, I want you to take a moment and name 3 things that you gained from a loss. Proof that you're still growing. If you lost a job and you got an even better one. If you got rid of that partner and you either found out that you don't need them or that you found somebody better. Whatever it is, I want you to name 3 things that you gained from losing something. If you lost weight and got more bodily mobility, whatever it is, do that. Do that. Like I told you, I was going to take my time. I was going to take my time on this. Y'all, I may go live tomorrow night. Please do all the things. Please like the video, subscribe to the channel, hit that notification bell. Listen, if this message did anything for you, I got a Venmo and I got to buy me coffee. Do a little energy exchange. Show a little gratitude. Not mandatory, but hey, never hurts to ask, right? All right, y'all. Listen, go out and make this 5-day work cycle do what it do. Focus on your gains and not your losses. Focus on your assignment, and your assignment is your what? Your alignment. And I'll be back. Y'all stay blessed. Bye, babies.